Turnaround Tuesday or a dead cat bounce? What's up, everybody? Wow. Yesterday's whiplash, today getting run over by a train. It's hard to say whether today was a dead cat bounce or whether it was the turnaround Tuesday, as we so often hear about. Markets soared, and they really never relented. From the opening last night, they basically were higher. There was very few opportunities to even trade both sides of the market. If you didn't buy, you were most likely going to get stuck, and that was really the traffic all day long. Midday, it didn't look as strong as it ended up. It ended up extremely strong, closing basically on the highs of the day across the board. You know, last night on my call, we said, look for the Russell to have a major move. We don't want to sell too quickly into this. This is one of the reasons that we never want to chase the market. This is one of the reasons we never want to put ourselves in front of the train because, again, these things do happen. It happens all the time. But I found a couple of things interesting during the day today. Number one, the VIX was down about a little bit over 3 points. But based on the rally in the VIX, we've come from 12. We closed around 18, 18 and a half with the high in the mid-20s. But based on where the VIX was, to me, that was not as weak as it should have been. But it was weak. So let's not try to convince ourselves that the markets are going down from here. Number two, though, I thought was interesting, is that the bonds, typically a safe haven play, which have rallied a couple of points during the sell-off last week, were also higher today. So there's a couple of things out there that don't make a lot of sense. To me, it looked more like a short covering, dead cat bounce kind of rally. This is what we talk about, right? The rip your face off. It looks so good. How can you not want to get in? And somebody actually emailed me and asked me, are you still a little bit bearish, or is this market strong enough for you to change your mind? Well, the first thing is, it'll take a lot for me to change my mind. It doesn't take a lot for me to stay on the sidelines and watch and look for my spot. And tomorrow I will be looking for an opportunity to take a stab at the short side. In fact, I texted out today when the Dow was up, 400, whatever, it was up a lot, but not quite where it closed. I said, if you wanted to take a spot, this might be the spot to take it. At the time, Amazon was only up 25 bucks. It closed up higher than that. The market didn't look. Something didn't smell right, kind of like what we're talking about now. However, okay, I said the best trade is probably to be patient and wait, although some people don't want to wait, so you at least give a general idea of where the action is. So I think what we want to watch for here is how the markets react overnight and into tomorrow. You know, this morning, the gap higher was a sale, and of course I did sell it, and it didn't work out as well as I would have liked. But again, that's what I was looking for. So I'd like to see what tomorrow looks like and, you know, the overnight trade and how we trade. But again, it has not changed the overall view. We still have rising interest rates. We still have a lot of debt. We still have a lot of issues that are unsolved. So today you had earnings, and of course, later tonight, you've got Netflix coming out. You've got a couple others coming out. But I don't see where all the excitement should be coming from here yet. Again, you've got, to me, this looks like the final portion of greed. Now, we had very good volume today. However, the volume was, although it was very good for what we've had recently, it was less than half basically of what we saw last week, okay? So in the sell-offs, the volume was much bigger. But again, we're gonna sit back and watch and see how this trades out because again, we don't need to try to either catch the flying knife on the downside or try to catch it on the upside. We need to find a good level to go ahead and take a stab here. And I don't know that it's here yet. We've got to watch a little bit closer. Again, the steadiness of the rally today with real no panic until the end on the buying side is something to keep an eye on. So we're going to continue to watch. We are still negative generally and are looking for spots to sell off from here. In the meantime, the oil was kind of choppy, worked all day, and of course lots of that got to do with Saudi Arabia. Gold was higher and it got up like almost $5 at one time and then failed a little bit, but still only down about $1. Bonds, as I said, were higher. The dollar was pretty much flat to a little bit lower. The grains, a little bit weak today, but again, after yesterday's big rally, I don't take a lot into that. I think this is possibly just a buying opportunity. Cattle was a little bit weak as well today, but again, we had a rally and we're right at support. Hogs, there's something that's murky about the December hogs. They continue to rally up to the top and then they fail every day. Now they didn't go down, but they continue to try to fail. I think it's something to watch, but it is at the top end of the range. So we would be very cautious there. But again, we're still generally negative the markets, but looking to buy grains on dips, looking to buy cattle on dips, looking to buy hogs on dips, looking to sell bonds on rallies, and things like that. So again, our overall perspective hasn't changed, but again, the key here is to be able to remain patient enough to wait for it. You saw how fast and how good volatility can work for you when you're right. Don't try to get in front of it when you don't have a good level or a good footprint to look at. Bitcoin, a little bit higher today, no big deal. Again, I think that's just churning and burning, and we'll see what happens there. So we'll find out tomorrow if this was a turnaround Tuesday or just a dead cat bounce. Right now, it's really hard to call. Again, I would not get in front of it. Netflix earnings will probably shed some light. IBM's earnings might shed some light. So let's see what it all looks like, and let's get a better view of it in the morning. This is Bubba's Daily Update. Todd, Bubba Horwitz. I want to remind you, I have a webinar I'm doing on Saturday at noon on hedging. It's free. All you have to do is go to bubbatrading.com, and there's a little box here. You can fill it out, and the same way you get a hold of the show here, and you can just fill it out and come for free Saturday at noon. And of course, don't forget about our high school investing program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And of course, don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at libertytalk.fm. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much, and we'll see how it looks in the morning.